Welcome back to my channel, everyone, and welcome back to B5 Studio. I brought you guys here and did a little shop with me a couple months ago, I believe, and this is also the store where I did my art drop. You might see one of my art pieces in the back behind me. I also curated some barware and brought it here. We did a live sale. It's one of my favorite stores, and my favorite thing about this store is every month Bettina resets the store. So every time you come in here, especially if you come like once a month or once every couple of months, the store looks completely different. So you feel like you're walking into a brand new store. And that is why I had to come back, bring you back to the store and show you, because I walked in and it literally looks like a whole new store. So let's see what's new at B5 Studio. All right, so as you walk in, this is what you're greeted with, which is just so beautiful and packed full of so much texture and so many beautiful items to add to your home and your space. I love coming to stores like this for inspiration. I talk about that all the time, but just being able to walk into a store and see how things are styled, what stores are selecting, I don't know, it's something I love, going to more curated stores for. So the things that are catching my eye right away are these urns right here. Look at how gorgeous these are. Looks like they're stone. They might be sold because the tag is ripped off, but those are absolutely breathtaking, very grand, and I feel like definitely make a statement. Oh no, here's the price, $2.99, and they're huge. They're beautiful. They're a big statement piece. They're just stunning. And then as you make your way to the right, you'll see my art piece. So when I did my art drop, this was one of the pieces, a part of the whole collection. I knew that this one was going to be for a specific person because it is more moody and it just does not come across on camera the way it looks in person. It is so beautiful. I call this the chocolate piece because it looks like chocolate and it's just absolutely stunning. The chocolate next to the gold, and then look at the easel that it's on. I feel like I need that piece. I love it so much. It's so pretty. Or maybe it's a music stand, but look at the feet of that. Oh my gosh, so good. And then another piece that's catching my eye is this pew piece right here, or little bench. That is gorgeous. And then as you make your way into the store a little bit more, there's this hutch / secretary table. And as you can see, she has a chair right here and kind of displayed with a way that you could use it. This piece is so grand and so beautiful. I love the raw wood of it. And I just love how you could use it for decorative pieces. You could put it in a kitchen, put your china in here, or you could even put it in an entryway type area and have a little chair set up next to it. You could put this in your kitchen where you write your bills, things like that. There's little drawers back there too, so you can store away, your stationery, things like that. Oh my gosh, this is gorgeous and so hefty. I love that about it. Also, this marble table over here is catching my eye. Look at this. $600. It's marble on top and has that extra little detail, and then the iron legs. Wow. That is gorgeous. And you know what I'm gonna say? This would make a very cute little bar in a living room. I'm obsessed with bars. Any piece of furniture that I can turn into a bar, I'm probably gonna try to do that. And I think that piece right there would be perfect. Put a little lamp on there, a little tray, some barware. Gorgeous. But also, I love it as a bedside table too. If you had this situation where you can't have two bedside tables, this is the perfect table to put in between two beds like she has here. Oh wait, look at these bottle openers, framed bottle openers. That's cool. That's very unique. That'd be really pretty in a bar. And I've always loved these baskets. I think that these would be so beautiful just as decor alone. I just love those. The texture on those are just unreal. And then behind here, she has tons of breadboards, baskets, beads, all sorts of things. Okay, she has a blanket chest or a chest. I'm not sure exactly what this is, but it is beautiful. And just like a bar, chests have my heart as well. Like something about them just feel very mysterious, and I'm always drawn to them. And this one is absolutely stunning. It looks like it's pine. Oh my gosh, and you can just tell how old it is just by the way that they put the pieces together. It is so good. This is a cutie. You can see how old this is. But I feel like in the spot, this could be really good. She also does all reupholstering here. So if you saw like a chair, for example, like this one, that you love the bones, but you want to use and you want it to be new and fresh, she can help you with that. So that's another really great thing that they do here. And then this hutch is so good. But one of my favorite areas of the room is right behind me. And you already know it's the barware. I love barware. I love it. So I'm going to spend a little bit of time going over these items. This glassware up here is one of my treasures that I brought in. Also, this pitcher, I cannot believe this is still here. I love this pitcher so much. It is so beautiful. I think you could use it on a bar. You could use it as a vase, put some gorgeous like fuchsia peonies in there. Oh, so good. I love that piece. And then down here, she has this utensil holder where you can put all your barware utensils in there. Maybe put a bottle of like a skinnier bottle of champagne in there as well. Ooh, wait, what are these? These are cute. I like those. Silver, silver, silver. I love silver. And this piece right here, look at this. This is a showstopper. This is absolutely stunning. Oh, this is so good. More of the barware. This is another piece that I brought in that I love. I think that this on a bar, put your bar picks in there, or you know, whatever really. This one's $19. It's so beautiful. I love the more harsh lines on it. Feels a little bit more masculine, which, you know how much I love Oh, that ice bucket back there is really nice as well. So good. I start losing my train of thought when I get around barware because it makes me that happy. This is a marble plate back here, which is absolutely stunning. And I think you could, you know, do a little setup on top of that. This piece here that she has, okay, so the bar is here, all the barware, but this long piece right here is absolutely incredible. It looks like something from like a general store or something. It has all of these drawers on the back. I love this marble pastry slab here on the top as well. And then in the front, let me show you over here. You can see it's in this gorgeous black paint, and you have the wood on top with all of this detail that I think repeats all the way down. Such a good piece. I also still really love this. I think she said this was an old punch card, so people would put their punch cards in here, clock in for work. This table is so beautiful. I believe this is the table I shared in one of my last videos that was in the back. It's the perfect table. It's so pretty. I love that it's not too big, but I also love the legs of it. It just feels a little bit more simple, which I think you could mix with a lot of different things. Personally, I like a more simple silhouette when it comes to a table. I feel like I don't like too much detail right now. I could change my mind in the future, but right now something like this I think gives you so much more to work with, and it is a bigger piece in your home. So I feel like going a little bit more simple does kind of speak to me right now. And I love that she has these linen chairs paired with it. And then this drawer right here, I believe is where they used to put silverware back in the day. So this table is so good. I love this so much. Look at that linen chair. These mirrors are stunning. I love that they're a little bit chippy. I love that they're worn. I love a chippy piece because to me that shows a lot of story and mystery behind the piece. And I get so intrigued. I want to know who were the people in the past that owned these pieces. And if these mirrors could talk, I'm sure they have so many stories behind them. But I love both of these. And I love mixing black with gold. So I think that's why I'm especially drawn to these two right here. So good. Another amazing mirror. This one's $199. Look at the detail on this mirror. This one is so beautiful. It's a little bit like slimmer. You could do it, you know, long way, or you could do it horizontal or vertical. But this is a piece that I am smitten over. I mean, as much as I would love the detail to still be intact, I do love that chip off look, that like broken, that history, that story. I just really gravitate towards that and think that it adds so much charm and so much character to a space. This one is so good. This piece right here, I think this is for like an old bakery piece. Actually, I think it'll probably say on the tag once I find the tag. But you know what this would be good for? Drying artwork. If I could just slide my art in here and let it dry. Wait a minute. I feel like, because it has some pieces that are drawers, so I could do like my smaller ones, but then my larger ones, I could maybe just slide right in there. Oh my gosh, that would be brilliant. Anything like this, I love. I love, like, back in the day, how they did things. They just added such precision and beautiful detail to pieces that you just don't see anymore. And this is truly what makes a home so special to me, are these details. Don't skip the details. When you are out shopping, look for these special little extra touches. I swear they make the biggest difference in your home, in your collections, and they are always the conversation pieces. At least that's what I've noticed in my own home. Oh, these are so good. So I asked Bettina, this is Bettina, the owner. Hi. If you watched the last video, she talked about some chairs and reupholstering that they do. But I asked her this time if she could choose like 5 vintage pieces that maybe she knows a little bit of the history about and tell us about them, because I always find that intriguing. When I go into a store, I'm just looking at the pretty, but she knows the story. So
it is fun to know this story, because you guys like to hear the story, so I want to know the story because then we get asked about the story. But that makes it so much more interesting for me. It's personalized and you make a connection with the piece. So one of my favorite pieces right now is this harvest table that came from Europe. I love the way the top, if you walk around the top, it's not perfectly like sliced. It's almost like a live edge, and you can see it a little bit more on the other side, but it's got wave to it, and it's got all of these personal little touches. It's just been handcrafted so nicely. It's long. You couldn't ask for a better piece for harvest season coming up, for entertaining, and for, you know, you're eating outside. It's the perfect table for outdoor dining. It really is. The wood is really great and it's durable. You can tell that it's adapted to our weather, because our weather's so hot. But it is just perfect for entertaining. You can easily get 10 to 12 people around this table. So the beds. A good friend of mine has had these beds for over 25 years. So has gone through her grandkids and some of her older kids. So when she said that she was ready to part with them, I jumped all over it. And I'm a person that loves to bring color and paint and textures to a current life, but I didn't do a single thing to these. I love them the way they are. They are that perfect little buttery yellow. And I know some maniac might paint them. If it were up to me and I had the ability, I would probably strip them down and start them all over again. But I love them just the way they are. I love the history. I love that she's had every single one of her grandkids living on them. That is just a dream for me. And she has, I think, 22 grandkids.
Whoa.
Mm-hmm. So they were the perfect launch for the bedding that we like to carry. We love a good Bella Notte. But these are just, the panels are Bella Notte. And if you're familiar with it, Bella Notte has beautiful silk linen bedding. I wanted to offer an affordable line. So this is not Bella Notte. It looks Bella Notte, feels like Bella Notte, but the price is not Bella Notte. And I'm really happy with that because just I like to offer and mix it, and some collectors of Bella Notte would like to be able to mix it in. So that's the story on the beds and the bedding. So we'll have a ton of these larger pillows, and I'm sure you've seen them on our Instagram. This is a Euro, but the Dutch are ginormous. They're over 3 feet long.
Oh wow.
They come with a down insert, and they're so priced so affordably at $185, and we get them all in the different colors of velvet. So we're waiting for all the fall colors to come. Okay, so this secretary desk, this came from England. When I found it, it had a lot of an orange finish to it. So the family had had it for a really, really, really long time, but it had been loved. So I did the oven cleaner treatment on it. We sprayed it, left it out in the sun for a while to let it catch. We call it curating. But really it just strips a lot of the shine off of it, and it brings it down to almost a matte stain, and it just complemented the entire piece, the detailing on it. So I'm going to lift this little piece. I think you'll be able to tell. It's just beautiful. And if you've ever been to Round Top and Marburger shows and all of those other beautiful shows, they have pieces like this in there. So I was ecstatic to have found one locally. But just the faces of the drawers and the detailing and the carved wood and the keyholes, and they're all functional. It's amazing.
Oh my gosh, this detail is unreal.
Isn't it beautiful?
Oh my gosh.
It just, I'm kind of hiding the beautiful details, and I'm not mad that if it gets hidden because it doesn't sell for a little bit. I love it. It just came in, and it's just stunning.
It's the finish. I don't even think the camera is really showing how beautiful the finish is on this piece. And I love that you shared kind of how, like, the story behind, you know, doing the oven cleaner and letting it sit out in the sun, because so many of us who try to do this on our own don't know, you know, kind of that thing. So it's kind of, or you kind of feel like, oh, if I put this out in the sun, it might eat the wood or whatever. But to know, no, that's...
When it's a good piece, it won't do that. And obviously it wasn't like a substantial amount of time, but I will say it was at least a few weeks.
Oh, wow,
on and
okay.
off treatments, and you can spray it with some bleach too to give it a little bit lightening. But I love the way, it just love the way it finished.
It's so,
It's so pretty, and it just had so much more character. It just took a lot of the formality out of it.
Yeah.
To remove all that gloss.
Yep. It's stunning.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites.
And the glass is still wavy.
Yes,
So
it's so old and intact. It's original. You can still see some of the bubbling in here.
Oh,
it's really great. Like, to work in this, I would love it. I could do work in this.
Oh yeah, me too. Write my bills. I'll be happy to pay my bills sitting right here.
Okay, so this is a gorgeous champagne crate, and you might see it in other design stores. They're holding substances. People put like a breadboard on top and make it into like a little side table. What I like to do with these is have our upholsterer create a top for it, and we add a cushion, so then it adds additional seating, and we convert it almost into a little ottoman.
Such a good
toy
idea.
Box, a good storage. But it's such an extra layer that you can have in your beautiful living room to hide all your pretty blankets.
Yeah.
And some of your seasonal pillows, you know, that we love to always have, all our covers. You take them off and put them away in there. It's so functional. But I've also seen it used for the base of a Christmas tree.
Oh, cute.
Yeah. And a plant will be really good. A good olive tree would be in there. Would be beautiful. Adding wheels on the bottom too, so that you kind of move it around and take it up to like your coffee table, or tuck it into another little table in a corner would be really, really great. So these are fun. They're hard to come by. They're usually pretty pricey when I come by them. So this one was, I thought, a little bit affordable. So
Yeah.
we thought we'd offer it here.
Yeah, this is so beautiful. I also think you could do like a marble slab on top and dress it up a little
Wouldn't that
bit.
be so great?
That would be so pretty.
You can put little feet on them so that it comes up. But it's just, it's a good size, and it's a hardy, hardy, hardy little crate. And it's used for shipping.
I love.
And I love these, the initials.
Yeah.
For, whatever winery it came from.
Oh, how cool is that? That is so cool.
Love it. So one of my favorite new inventory items for this season right now are our new minis that came in We always carry them, and generally, depending on the season, we get it in a lot in the blush tones. But this time, we got a lot in the muted, olivey. There are some blush, but there's also some blue. We have a lot of plum. Plum's really big for this season. A lot of sage as well, but anything with browns and neutrals, they're just all one of a kind. So most people want to have two for like the his and hers, but you can coordinate, but not necessarily exactly the same. But sometimes you'll find a really good one that's beautiful in one side and just as good on the other side. I also like to use these for upholstery for our little mini benches, or we could use them for like a crate or some ottomans if it's long enough. Sometimes you find them, if you find one that has a little fraying or a little damage, that's the perfect one to use for an upholstery project. But look at, the color and variations, so different from the front to the back.
These look so good for fall too.
Yes, they're perfect. So I'm so happy that we got, look at this one.
Yeah, that's gorgeous.
Yeah, we have a lot of great ones throughout the shop. So these are easy to ship. And if you didn't know, we're definitely adding these to our website that we'll be launching here a week from Monday.
Yes, and you guys are also a big part of
The reason.
Really? Because when we did this first video, you guys loved Bettina's store so much that she started offering online, and she has been shipping things to you guys for months. So
I'm a pro now.
Yes, you put her to work.
Yes, so now instead of receiving the phone calls and all the messages, we're putting out a website that at least has some staples, and as time goes, we'll add more and more one of a kind.
Yes, and is the website available now?
It'll be available. It launches a week from this coming Monday, so it'll be, I believe it's around the 20th.
Okay, when that goes live, because you could be watching this video right now, you could be watching it in a month.
Yes.
I will have the link down below. So you can go right there. If you see anything in here, you can always message her, but everything is that, a lot of the items will be online.
Yeah, we'll start with some smalls, and eventually we'll figure out how we can do some furniture, but at least the furniture will be for local pickup.
Yes.
For the time being.
Perfect. Well, thank you for taking us through and showing us some pieces.
Happy that you guys are back.